What's up, everyone? Julia here.
And Trent.
And we're here with episode 5 of Wednesday.
You reap what you woe. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I'm glad I said that really slowly. But after last episode, we've got the mystery expanding, and now it's really hitting close to home with Wednesday with Eugene getting attacked.
Yes.
Who she's kind of taken under her wing as the new Pugsley, really. Yeah. But no, we had the iconic dance. And more discoveries about the monster.
Yes. The claw given to the sheriff.
Yeah, and the den being burnt.
Yes.
So,
where's it going?
Plenty of mysteries afoot. Let's check out the episode.
Let's go.
How well do we really know our parents? Take my father.
Ooh, young Gomez.
I've always
Homicide.
considered him an open book. A man given to misguided schemes and exaggerated displays of affection. But when he was a student, he was accused
Love
of
the
a
different
murder that took
grotesques.
place right up there. Which leads me to wonder,
Gotham glamour.
what really happened that stormy night 32 years ago?
Yeah, Weems hasn't changed at all.
It's going to be interesting to see how the younger versions look.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, that's not a good look for Gomez.
I love the coat.
I don't like to tell tales, Sheriff Walker, but it's all Morticia Frump's fault. They were fighting over her.
That little smirk. Tish.
I don't know what to say, Gomez. Seeing you in handcuffs, accused of murder.
It's so attractive.
I've never loved you more.
All right, that's
Come
enough,
here.
Addams. Let's go.
Tish.
Young love. Oh god, parents' weekend.
Yeah. And Gomez's demeanor is interesting because he doesn't seem like he wants to be back. Ooh. Or does he?
Proving
Scheming.
innocence.
Scheming.
These were the best years of our lives, were they not, Tish?
They certainly were, McCaddy.
I love Morticia's dress.
I hope Wednesday's happy to see us.
Nevermore was created as a safe haven for our children to learn and to grow, no matter who or what they are.
A school for gifted youngsters, if you will.
But I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected to make a full recovery.
What?
So let's focus
Yes?
on the positive and make this Parents' Weekend our very best yet.
Hey. Go, Eugene.
I won't
Pulling
believe-
through, Eugene.
Won't believe it till I see
Till you
it.
see it.
Try in a coma.
Oh.
Have
He's
you
in a
been
coma.
to see him? You're his friend. And the reason he's in the hospital.
That is not your fault, okay? The monster hasn't attacked anyone in the past week. Maybe you finally scared it off.
Or maybe it went into hiding to avoid this weekend.
Look at this. Something's never changed.
So she still thinks it's someone at the school.
Yeah.
I knew I should have worn my plague mask.
To look at my family. Talk about toxic pack mentality.
Aw.
I give my mom 30 seconds before her judgy claws come out. Let's get this over with.
Interesting the different issues they have within the family dynamic.
Oh, how we miss those accusing eyes and youthful sleep.
Oh, accusing eyes.
How are you, my little rain cloud?
I thought Thing was filling you in on my every move.
Oof.
I uncovered your feeble subterfuge almost immediately.
Oh.
So how's the little fella doing? Does he still have all his fingers?
Relax. I haven't snapped any of his digits. Since you've abandoned me here, I've been hunted, haunted, and the target of an attempted murder.
Ah, the Nevermore experience. Yes.
Have you not been waxing?
3 seconds.
Aw.
That's a personal best.
Are you feeling well? You're looking a touch anemic. Have you been eating enough red meat?
It's good to see you too, Mom. And you, Dad.
Very stoic.
Does Bianca not have anyone?
Not sure how much more of this family togetherness I can take.
Think you skipped the part where you apologized for acting like a total jerk last weekend.
I'm sorry for what happened at the dance. I shouldn't have asked you to siren song me like that.
No, you shouldn't have.
Gabrielle hasn't shown her face since I started here. Probably sunning herself somewhere in the Seychelles.
My darling daughter,
Ooh.
I made it. Wouldn't miss this for the world.
Guess you misjudged her.
Her fear.
Yeah, that's a.
Do you remember when we did that duet for the Solstice Talent Show? Your Judy Garland impression was a dead ringer.
Sounds positively suicidal.
No, she actually transformed into Judy Garland.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the
My
page is
picture's
gone.
gone. Really? Oh, that is odd. May I borrow this for the weekend? That way Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
All right. Unfortunately, Wednesday's assimilation has been rocky at best.
Because I refuse to embrace the culture of dishonesty and denial permeating the school.
Oof.
Starting with the monster that killed Rowan and put Eugene in the ICU. Although I do hear he's on the mend.
We've always encouraged Wednesday to speak her mind. Sometimes a sharp tongue can cut deep.
Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken, and we both agree it would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, no.
What can it hurt? I mean, to be honest, I've always been a big fan of head shrinking.
It's not that kind of head shrinking, Moshe.
Well,
Oh.
that is disappointing. But anything for our little girl.
Oh no.
Hey.
No, this can't go well.
No.
You make sure they search that cave for any sign of that creature. No stone unturned, they bag and tag everything. Okay? And then follow up at the lab. I want the DNA results on that claw. You got one kid in the ICU, a bunch of people in the morgue. I don't want any more.
So yeah, they don't have the DNA yet.
No.
Wednesday stats. And your white whale's back.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong?
It's hard to stomach a murderer wandering around town scot-free.
At least they care enough about Wednesday to go to therapy with her.
Oof.
Tyler, come on, please. We've been through this. I'm not comfortable dredging up the family past with some complete stranger.
You think it's easy for me to sit there and talk about my crap?
You got a lot on my plate right now, bud.
What is the family
It's
past?
the family secret.
Tape off the scene, I'll be right there.
Oh no.
Dad, you okay? What's going on?
You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
No!
No!
He's 1 week from retirement.
Or he was retired. Like the day of, like.
Retired.
For me, it's been hard not having Wednesday around. I never thought I'd miss being waterboarded so much.
Aww.
Morticia? Gomez?
I love how genuine
How have
Pugsy
you been
is.
coping?
Yeah.
It's been torture for us, too.
Fortunately, my brother Festa's rag fits 2 people.
Nothing like a good stretch to bring out the best in each other.
Yes.
Enough!
Nothing like a good stretch in a torture rack.
I think it's high time my parents faced the music.
Yes, turned
It
into
seems
an
they've been lying to me.
interrogation.
Yep.
Keeping secrets. Murderous secrets that need to be addressed.
Ooh.
Who was Garrett Gates and why are you accused of murdering him?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dropped. Your father's an innocent man.
Local sheriff doesn't seem too convinced.
Wednesday, stop. This is neither the time nor the place.
Actually, this is exactly the
Perfect place.
These sessions
Doctor, this does not concern you. And I refuse to debate a decades-old witch hunt with you right now. This session is over.
Have it your way, Mother.
That really scared her.
Wednesday, if you refuse to tell me the truth, I'll just have to excavate it myself.
I was just about to say you don't want to dig out the past, but she will literally do it.
How could you ambush your father like that?
And you.
Wednesday.
How could I? You insisted I go to this school. Did you really think I wouldn't find out your secret?
You don't know the full story. Your father did nothing wrong.
I'll be the judge of that.
What if that's why they sent her to the school?
Hmm.
Because they knew she'd discover things and
Yeah.
investigate.
Morning Song community misses you.
I miss you.
And by community, you mean cult.
We are a personal development movement that helps people take control of their lives.
After you take control of their bank accounts.
I haven't come here to fight, Brandy Jane.
My name is Bianca. New name, new life.
Gideon said you'd resist.
Don't say that man's name to me. You think he'd give a damn about some single mom and her daughter if we weren't sirens?
That is no way to talk about your stepfather.
Oh, God.
He's already got one siren to do his bidding.
Ooh.
Goodbye, Ma. And I don't want to see any more morning song bracelets anywhere near this town.
My siren song is drying up. Recruitment numbers are way down and the wrong people are starting to ask questions.
She's losing her powers.
Yeah.
This wasn't a request.
And if I refuse?
Then everybody here's gonna know how you sirened your way into Nevermore.
I finally make something of myself and you want to destroy it.
You haven't made squat, Bianca. You're just scamming a higher class of people, but they're not your friends. Sooner or later,
Good.
you will see through
I was going to say it's a good manipulation tactic to make her doubt everything.
Never change her scales.
Her biggest fear.
Yeah.
You've got until the end of the weekend to say your goodbyes.
That's hard on her.
Yeah.
I harvested hive number 3.
Aww.
The bees miss you, Eugene. We all do. Why did you go without me?
Didn't mean to startle you, dear.
You must be Wednesday. Eugene's moms, Sue and Janet.
You were all he could talk about lately. He was so happy you joined the Hummers.
Eugene hasn't had the easiest time fitting in at Nevermore.
He was so excited to finally make a real friend.
Well, I brought him some honey.
Eugene loves those dang bees like they're his kids. His fuzzy, buzzy babies.
Oh, fuzzy, buzzy babies.
I should go.
We're starting to see a lot more guilt in Wednesday.
But also how she's processing other people's emotions
Mhm.
as well. God.
And he did it in the morgue
First
too.
time someone's killed themselves in the morgue.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what to do with the body.
I was gonna say
Just
you're.
throw it in the... Oh, that's...
Gun was legal.
Throw it in the
Registered
fridge.
Name, Colt 45.
I just saw Doc last week.
He was very happy.
Planning a cruise with his wife. He seemed all excited
Yeah.
about retirement.
I guess you never really know what's going on through someone's mind.
That is also very true.
Apparently. We got security footage.
Nope. Camera was obscured.
Oh, it's blacked out still.
Black
Oh,
bubble
no.
Oh.
You don't say.
Oh no.
Suicide note says he felt guilty about an old case. Says he covered it up, faked the coroner's report, and has been living with that guilt for all these years.
Oh no.
What case?
Garrett Gates?
Garrett Gates, you gotta be kidding me.
That's a coincidence that Gomez is back.
Mm.
Going into the cemetery.
Mm.
So I wonder, Doctor's death murder or framing or...
I think framing.
Yeah.
To get Gomez, potentially.
At Garrett Gates' grave.
My appetite eludes me, Mother. Same way the truth eludes you.
And slowly
Just
twist that knife.
Twist it.
We need to tell her.
She'll never believe us. We must stay strong. And hope that something more morbid comes along to distract her.
I hope the monster strikes then.
So, are you gonna make me ask?
Ajax and I haven't defined our relationship yet.
I'm not talking about boys.
Oh, transformation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
No.
Well, that is a disappointment.
Oh.
That's me. Huge disappointment.
Public.
Can I ask what this is
Yeah,
about,
Morticia
Sheriff?
knows what's coming.
What's happening, Miss Thornhill?
I have no idea.
Gomez Addams.
I do love that all the vampires are wearing those glasses.
Yeah.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
You're under arrest for the murder of Garrett Gates. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford one will be appointed for you.
The public humiliation for both Gomez and Wednesday. And Morticia.
Aww.
Aw, thing.
My little Tormenta, how's your mother?
Devastated. She hates you in Orange. I found her laying a rose in a grave earlier today. The headstone read Garrett Gates.
Garrett was infatuated with your mother. He mistook her kindness for interest. His infatuation turned into obsession.
Stalking.
And he started stalking her.
Why didn't you call the police?
We tried. But his family was the oldest and richest in Jericho.
Ah.
They believed us. Garrett's father, an outcast, hating bigot, was furious that your mother had accused his only son. It all came to a head the night of the Raven Dance. Your mother and I stepped out to catch our breath.
Catch each other's breath. So would that make Garrett Gates related to Crackstone if they're the oldest and most powerful?
That's what I'm thinking. And he's not a student then.
When I saw him, he had broken into the school.
Yeah.
His twisted love for your mother had made him insane. His eyes bore into me, brimming with murderous intent.
Looks monstrous.
Yeah.
Driven by jealousy and hate, Garrett was unstoppable.
Oof.
I've never seen Gomez get owned like this.
Yeah.
I saw the sword. I saw
Foaming at the mouth.
Ooh!
It was a terrible accident.
Dramatic fall.
Oof.
If I'm being objective, his confession sounds entirely plausible, delivered with the perfect degree of sincerity. Thank you for being so honest with me.
Yeah.
But then there's the matter of his tells. The way he smooths his mustache. The way he delivers a comforting wink. I've been playing Russian roulette with him since I was 12. I know them well.
I'm sorry. I wasn't a better father.
Could we please do without the overt display of emotion?
I know they make you feel uncomfortable.
How many fathers hand their daughter a fencing blade when she's 5 years old?
Your saber strokes were an essay in perfection.
Or teach her how to swim with sharks?
They found you as cold-blooded as I do.
The right way to flay a rattlesnake.
They really do taste like chicken.
The point I'm trying to make is you taught me how to be strong and independent. How to navigate myself in a world full of treachery and prejudice. You are the reason I understand how imperative it is that I never lose sight of myself.
Aww.
So as far as fatherhood goes, I would say you've been more than adequate.
Oh, that's the best
Yeah, that's
thing
the best
she's
thing.
ever said.
Yeah.
Gracias, Wednesday.
He'd love that.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. In its own absurd way.
In its, yeah.
Don't you find the timing a tad bit convenient? The coroner kills himself out of remorse for a decades-old murder case the very weekend my father, your prime suspect, deigns to
Comes
return
back
to
to
town.
town.
All I see is a guilty man who's finally going to pay for his crime.
How are you failing to see that someone is desperately trying to derail my investigation? I found the monster's cave
What if the
and I
sheriff's
gave you the
doing it?
DNA evidence. Did you even bother to test it?
Here. DNA results. No match.
Inconclusive.
So you truly believe this is all some coincidence? Whoever hurt Eugene also murdered the coroner.
Unfortunately, someone sabotaged the security camera in the morgue, so we don't know what happened. They stuck bubblegum on the lens. Maybe I should run DNA on that. Garrett Gates' family deserves closure, even if none of them are around to take comfort in it.
What happened to them?
His mother hung herself in the backyard, his father drank himself to an early grave, and even his little sister didn't escape. She was orphaned, sent overseas, ended up drowning. Every last one of them's gone. So your father doesn't just have Garrett's blood on his hands, he's got the whole damn families.
That's a convenient story about the sister going overseas.
Yeah.
Then mysteriously drowning.
But I thought we got off on the wrong foot this weekend. I just want you to know that all I want is the very best for you.
Why do I feel like this isn't going to be a good gift?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The Happy Wolf Summer Camp.
What are these?
Brochures?
To embrace your inner wolf.
For summer camp.
These aren't just ordinary summer camps. So camps for lycanthropy conversion?
Oh, no need to be dramatic, Enid.
You want to send me to conversion therapy for werewolves?
It worked wonders for your cousin Lucille, didn't it? Don't you want a wolf out and finally be normal, honey?
Aww.
Oh.
Dad needs to step up and say something soon. Well, I wonder if there's something on his side of the family that...
Maybe preventing it.
Yeah.
Father packed her favorite bait.
Explosives.
What'll happen to him now?
Well, he's confessed, so there won't be a trial. After he's sentenced, he'll be sent to a state penitentiary where he'll lose his mind being separated from Mother.
Yeah.
Did you know they haven't spent a single night apart since they've tied the knot?
Oh.
I always thought I'd be the first one in the family behind bars.
Lurch and I had a bet going. Let's see if the fish are biting. It's quite a catch. I'm gonna miss him Wednesday. It's not over yet. He's innocent.
Well, if anyone can figure out who really committed the crime, it's you.
Yeah.
You have to find out the truth and free Dad.
Well, until that happens, we both know Mother will be falling apart. Which means we have to be strong. And by we, I mean you. Give me one of those.
It's a lot of pressure, but I do love how she's realising her place within the family operation and dynamics. So she's in the nightshade room.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Wednesday. So you're a nightshade. That didn't take long.
Actually, I rejected them.
Why? Because I was a member?
I'll never live up to your legacy here. So why try? I won the Poe Cup, you claimed it 4 times. I joined the fencing team, you captained it. Why would you send me somewhere where I could only ever exist in your shadow?
It's not a competition, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Our mission was to protect outcasts from harm and bigotry. In fact, the group was started by an ancestor of your father's from Mexico. One of the first settlers in America.
Goody.
Goody.
I saw her painting at Pilgrim World.
How ironic, since she was the one who killed Joseph Craigstone. The nightshades were her secret but deadly answer to his oppression. I know why you've come here, Wednesday.
So Goody must have gotten big
Goody
time
got
revenge.
even.
Yeah.
Father didn't kill Garrett Gates, did he?
No. By the time I made it up the stairs, I found your father fighting for his life. It was terrifying.
Oh, she picks up the sword. Yeah, she picks it up.
I'll never forget the way he looked at me. He was even foaming at the mouth.
He's like rabid.
I was staring into the eyes of a rabid beast. It was only when I heard the scream that I realized what I'd done.
Oh, he's protecting her. Taking the blame.
Calm and brave.
Ish, you need to leave right now. Go to your room and lock the door. You were never here. You understand me?
Yep, only Gomez has been seen.
You said Garrett was foaming at the mouth. His eyes didn't look human.
I've never seen someone so blinded by rage.
Well, maybe it wasn't rage at all. Foaming saliva, dilated pupils, mental confusion.
Rabies.
What are those all textbook symptoms of?
But how can that be?
There's only one way to find out.
This reminds me of when you got your first grave-digging kid. Happy you nearly smiled.
Are you sure you don't want to join?
No, that's okay, darling. I don't want to spoil your fun.
My nails are perfect
It's
at the
so
moment.
funny looking like this is her happy place.
Yep.
Alright, so placing bets full of rocks. Body not in there? Body's not in there.
Oh, she loves the smell.
Hello, Garrett. I was right.
Well, well. Guess there's gonna be an Addams family reunion in lockup tonight. You're both under arrest.
Addams family reunion.
Not even the long arm of the law could keep us.
It's a souvenir from our outing. I borrowed it from Garrett.
Ew.
He died from nightshade poisoning.
Oh.
Remarkable preservation of soft tissue and blue tint confirms it.
Ah.
Which means Garrett was
Poisoned.
Before you stabbed him.
So the nightshade would have driven him insane and
Yeah.
to... Whoop.
Oh!
Prove to me you're still worthy to be called my son! Kill all those outcasts!
Oh!
Take it to that dance and spike the punch bowl!
Oh!
Oh! He was there to kill everyone!
Everyone.
What happened?
The night Garrett died, he had a vial of nightshade poison that broke in his pocket. He wasn't just trying to kill father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
So the Gates family wanted them all
Oh,
gone.
dead. They have to crack. They have to be
Have to be
related
related
to
to Crackstone.
Garrett Gates wasn't killed by a stab wound.
That blue sheen is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, didn't you? Because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
Oh.
Ansel Gates hated outcasts and Nevermore. Claimed the land the school was built on was stolen from his family over 200 years ago. Garrett went there that night to spike the punch and kill all the kids at that dance. Ansel confessed the whole thing to me in a drunken stupor. It was his idea.
Why did you instruct Dr. Anwar to falsify the autopsy report? You knew the truth about how he really died.
Listen, my job was to keep the peace. Now, if there had been a trial, both Jericho's and Nevermore's reputations would have been trashed.
I think the only reputation you were worried about ruining was
Your own, yes.
I remember Garrett bragging to me that his father had the sheriff in his pocket. 1 year later, you get elected mayor. No doubt with the full support of Ansel Gates.
I resent your implication.
What I resent is that you could have prevented Garrett's death if you had done your job when I lodged my complaint
Yeah.
about him stalking me. But no, men like you have no idea what it feels like not to be believed.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Clear my husband's name.
All charges dropped.
That really implicates him into the coroner's
Yep.
death as well, if it was suspicious.
When did your visions begin?
A few months ago, before I left for Nevermore.
I'm sorry you didn't feel you could tell me. I know we've had our difficulties lately, navigating the treacherous shoals of our mother-daughter relationship. But I'm always here for you, Wednesday.
I don't know how to control it.
Our psychic ability resides on the spectrum of who we are. Given my disposition, my visions tend to be positive. That makes me a dove.
And for someone like me, who sees the world through a darker lens,
You're a raven. Your visions are more potent, more powerful. But without the proper training, they can lead to madness.
It's a nice spin on it.
Somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready.
It's got to be Goody.
Goody.
Goody was a witch of great strength, but her vengeance pushed her too far, and even she couldn't save herself.
Ah.
So even she's still a not stain on the family, but a darkness, a shadow.
Yeah.
I don't hold grudges, only blood debts.
Your daughter and my son have become close.
I pity any boy who gets caught in her viper's gaze, but he must be a good egg. She wouldn't tolerate anything less.
Group hug, arms down.
They're focusing on the family a lot.
You'll need to pick which activities.
No, I don't. Because I'm not going.
Stand up yourself in.
Not this summer, not ever. If I'm meant to wolf out, then I'm going to do it on my own timeline and not yours.
Yep. Good.
I just hope that one day you'll finally be able to accept me for who I am.
Good work, Enid. Aww.
I'm proud of you, kiddo. You do you.
Aww.
Go, Dad. Go, Dad. She needed to hear that too.
I'll come back and help you under one condition. Wait until the school year is over.
How do I know you won't run away again?
Because you both have too much to lose. But after this, you and Morning Song are out of my life.
That doesn't seem like a fair trade.
She says her powers are waning. Who's to say that she's not using them on her now?
Well, she wasn't wearing the amulet.
Amulet.
As I leafed through the pages of this yearbook, I was reminded of all the wonderful times I had here. But they were just that. You have your own path to blaze. I don't want to be a stranger in your life, darling. If you need me for anything at all, I'm only a crystal ball away.
Thank you, Mother.
No. Oh.
Progress.
Progress. It is. Small steps, not forced.
Yeah.
She waited for her to make the first move. There's got to be, like, something in it.
Or something about Weems.
Yeah.
I did witness Roan getting murdered that night.
Excuse me.
When Roan appeared the next morning, it was you. You see, when you participated in the talent show with my mother, not only did you impersonate Judy Garland, you became her.
Yes! Got it! Oh, crap.
Yep.
That's a fascinating theory.
I'm curious to find out how Sheriff Galpin feels when I tell him.
Oh.
You won't tell a soul, Miss Addams. And it wouldn't matter much if you did. Roan's father already knows what happened, and he fully supports my decision not to involve the authorities. His telekinetic abilities were driving him mad, and he attempted to murder you twice. His tragic death allowed us to rectify the situation without casting the school or Rowan in an unflattering light.
You and Mayor Walker are the same, aren't you? Burying bodies to cover your dirty secrets.
Cover the tracks.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy and protect its students from harm.
Tell that to Eugene. How are you protecting him?
Oof.
Yeah, pretending everything's okay.
That scene raised my heart.
Yeah.
Her full, like, stature. Oh no.
The tree burning? Oh. Fire will rain. I know. That was a good way to kind of build that really, really intense scene between Weems and Wednesday, and then have it change to something completely just.
Yeah.
There. Let's not forget the bigger threat going on. Like, there's actually a fair few. You've got the Crackstone issue. you've got the monster issue.
Yeah.
And now you've got the internal issues at the school as well.
So we found out that Goody killed Cragstone in fueled revenge,
which has
formed the
driven her mad.
Nightshade Society and the Nevermore aspects. But I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over that scene and those camera angles just then.
Yeah, that
was amazing.
That perspective
was
of
brilliant.
Gwendolyn she looked huge. Like it looked like she was. It looked like she was growing the entire time, and Wednesday's face the
Wednesday
fear and the
shrinking.
Yeah.
I always find the costuming choices in this really interesting because the jewelry that Gwendolyn wears throughout it's always something to do with a face. So it's either like the half lip brooch or the necklace she was wearing too that was two faces facing each other and look like a male and female. And it's always little subtleties of like it's a human thing, so almost bringing those tones of shapeshifting.
Yeah, shapeshifting. Yeah.
And the colours that are brought out in like the sirens and everything else. Like that was a deep episode.
It was. It was a deep episode in the themes of the belonging in the family and also just how deep the corruption is running within Nevermore and the school. Knowing that there was a conspiracy and cover-up for Garrett Gates's death, and then the issues of prejudice coming into it again with a almost genocide of the entire Nevermore school, which thankfully he poisoned himself in a duel. So that's something that's going to be good to go over the next three episodes. Where what's the connection of the Gates family? It also explores the hatred that Jericho have for Nevermore and just outcasts in general, but also just showing how the mayor, who's given this squeaky clean image so far,
he's definitely not squeaky
clean. He got his power through turning the other way, and the corruption that's running through that. But the themes of the family, like seeing Enid and Bianca, who isn't named Bianca.
Yes.
She changed her name to escape.
She ran away.
Yep, to escape her mother. And how Wednesday has continued to build and realise the familial bond with the different dynamics. Seeing her interact with Pugsley was a nice heartwarming moment, saying that you need to be strong because I'm not there for Mum. That moment in prison with Gomez and Wednesday, though.
That was lovely.
And that was we got it with Eugene as well in the hospital, but I think seeing Eugene and then speaking to Eugene's mums, that opened her up to realise that family is important. They're coming to visit, they care.
Well, it's definitely through this episode as well. It's the realisation of you can be emotionless, but that doesn't mean you can't take other people's emotions into account. You can try and be stoic, you can try and remove them as much as possible, but other people's emotions will affect you. Their happiness, I'm so glad you're Eugene's friend, he's talked all about you. To the really nice moment with Gomez, but then I've been playing Russian roulette. I was going to say poker, and I'm like, it wasn't poker.
You trained me to be independent my entire life through swordplay, through the rattlesnake.
But then going I know his tells, the mustache, the well-timed wink. And
I'm innocent.
It's then it's I know you're hiding something, and then the confrontation with Morticia in the Nightshade Society as well.
On the flip side of that, I actually really enjoyed how the other characters didn't push anything on Wednesday. And it was the small little things of we recognize that you don't like hugs, that you communicate in certain ways, you have your own behaviors and personalities and characteristics that you like, so we're gonna match that with you.
It was a nice juxtaposition between Enid's family as well when comparing the yin and yang, the black and white aspect to it, where it was a mother who was forcing you need to wolf out, you need to become a normal part of this family, and pushing those ideas to when did you start having visions? You could have come to me if you're comfortable. You need to be trained. That nicer in like easing into it almost, and then the dad just saying, "Good on you, kid. I'm proud." Oh.
And I mean, there's a lot of messaging there.
There is
for you know,
multiple generations.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can find connection to in there, whether it be with Bianca's wanting to escape a toxic relationship and the manipulation that'll come through being in a cult and being manipulated by your parent to do things you don't want to do. If you're discovering yourself, your sexuality, and then having your mother, like Enid, come down and say, no, you need to do this because you're doing this way, and you're going to go to conversion therapy, which that was big to throw that in there.
And flavor it like a gift.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there would be a lot of people that connected with Enid in that moment, which was really nice, which would be really nice to see her stand up and be, no, I'm doing things my way. I am like this.
That's it. This episode showed all those really nice, not really nice, sorry. They showed all these connections that you can have or have had with a parental figure.
Yeah, it shows the functional and dysfunctional
family
dynamics
quite nicely.
Yeah.
The therapy session was interrogation.
Yes, that was
as
interesting.
Expected.
But no, I like that episode where there's a lot of mystery building up around Jericho and the past, and we're now, as Goody said in episode 3, I think it was, look to the past to discover your future. So we're learning more about the past. Wednesday now knows she has to learn from a deceased figure who had visions to control her visions. And I like that Morticia has now thrown the Goody Addams is inherently good into a complete twist, because while she may be beneficial, she may not be entirely.
There may be some corruption.
There may be some issues, and I could easily see now, knowing what we know and hearing about what happened to Crackstone, Goody could try and push Wednesday too far.
Yes.
So,
well, one interesting point that happened last episode that didn't seem to arise in this one: the burning of the cave.
Well, the sheriff mentioned it.
Did he?
He mentioned the cave, but he didn't mention it was burning. He said, "Get everything out of there." Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm very sus of the sheriff.
Very sus to see if
the DNA coming back inconclusive.
If the sheriff knows that the cave got I'm going to just say vandalized, or is that still hidden because of Eugene still in a coma?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. So, I'm sus of the sheriff.
But that was also a nice moment between him and Gomez as well, where it was we have proved you are innocent. It's not that I'm not going to continue going afterwards, just the tipping hats to each other and, oh, by the way, my son fancies your daughter.
Yep.
Well,
he gets it from his mum.
Well, at least, it's kind of means he's a good egg.
Yeah.
Because he'd be dead if he wasn't.
Yeah. But no, a nice episode that was needed to bring the Addamses back into it and build the familial bond, and seeing how the other students, that Wednesday's not entirely different, and whilst she thinks she has issues as well, everyone has some issue in their family. I think that was good for her to see, despite the public humiliation of Gomez being arrested.
Yes.
But anyway, tell us your thoughts on the episode in the comments. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always,
keep it nerdy.